It is time for a new season to start here. The first one ever for us as the offensive coordinator. And what a challenge do we have ahead of us today as we are welcomed to Columbus, Ohio at the Shoe, the home of the Buckeyes, as we are traveling for the season opener here. And this is going to be a hell of a matchup, the rematch of last year's semifinals. And what could easily, potentially be a possible national championship game in week one of the college football season. Both teams have had some turnover. We've got a new quarterback, but so do they. A lot of things can happen for us in this game. We've got to be on point if we are going to be successful. So welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ & Sons and our new College Football 26 Coaching Dynasty series here with Coach Travis Ray Steelman as we take a quick look at the recruiting. Now, we're maxed out on points, right? So we did that in the last episode. So we can kind of see where we are with some of these guys. Now, one person, Dieter, that you just looked at there, he is someone that is obviously going for Ohio State. We're number 2. We're trailing quite a bit. I'm not going to get rid of him just yet. I want to see if we can't catch up depending on how this game goes. But we do have a lot of good 5-star talent that we are moving up on. Jaleel Hose is one of them. Tranquil, we're top 1, and he's already down to his top 5 choices. So we are making a lot of headway here so far in recruiting. It has a feel of going slower than what it really is. But we are definitely in a battle for a lot of these top recruits here in the country, and it's going to be fun to see how they do shape out over the season. Some of these guys at Togway right there, top 8, we've actually dropped down into 4th, and with Oregon, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma State, that's kind of a shocker. San Bernardino, California, he is a quarterback. I guess I can see Oklahoma State being in the Big 12. That's why they might move them up in their interest. Outside of that, I'm not too sure. Costanzo, we're still trailing behind Colorado. For a kid out of Spring, Texas, it's kind of odd to see. I don't know what kind of NIL he's possibly being offered, but we are number 2, and we're climbing up that board, his interest. So I'm going to keep him there and see what we can't get done. Hopefully, if we can get some wins, we'll start to kind of turn the tide in that realm. Now, Kevin Barnes, we are in the lead for him, but look at these guys catching up. Arizona's coming up. Good thing to see LSU drop down. But as always with recruiting, we have to perform. So let's jump into it here in the opening quarter of our first season as the coordinator. As we have got a lot of motion going on, Manning in the pocket, fires that one over the middle. He hits DeAndre Moore coming across the middle, and he's going to get a first down. This is our opening drive here in Columbus as we look to try to set the tone for the game here. Sitting at the 34-yard line, Manning this time being in the pistol formation with 2 tight ends. He's got it in his hand, gets it back to Wisner. Trey Wisner punches that one forward, and he's going to pick up a good gain. He's got 20 yards on just 2 rushes. That's the first one you've seen. It's only his second for the game, and he's got 20 yards in total. Good job blocking on the edge. That's what having someone like Gooseby can do for you on the outside there. So now 1st and 10 here, approaching the red zone at the 23-yard line. Manning trying to command this offense, fires that one out. He's going to hit Indries, who's got space at the 5 and pushed out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. There's a Jack Indries coming in as a tight end, and the new tight end U here in Austin that we've got going with a massive amount of talent that in the tight end spot that is in the NFL. Jack Indries looking to continue that stock, essentially. And he picks up 21 yards on that throw. And a good job by Manning to work through his progressions. That's what we want to see him doing. We do have to keep a watch on the pressure they're going to be getting because right now they may not have it. But supposedly EA kind of fixed some of the AI so they adapt to if you start having a little repetitive in style of play calling, the AI is supposed to adapt, which we should see the effects of that going on a little bit later as long as we try to keep it mixed up. So we hand that one off to Wisner, and he punches it forward to the goal line pretty much, but they do mark him short. So unable to punch that one in right now. That will make it 2nd and goal. So one thing with the Longhorns and their formations, we have a goal line and we also have the full house setup. I kind of like the full house if we can get out on the outside edge, but that's all that's going to matter is if we can get out there. As we get that one over to Baxter and we completely whiff on the block. Washington, our backup tight end, sitting there in H-back, just completely whiffs. I mean, my goodness. And so that's going to leave us here in a 3rd and goal. Big pressure for Manning as he has a play action. Clean pocket, but pressure comes late and he fires it over. And he's going to hit Baxter for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. C.J. Baxter gets the first touchdown of the Longhorn season. And that is excellent to see after the injury that he went through last year, being out for the whole season. You know, on the last day of summer practice, it was the last play of summer practice, Baxter went down with an ACL, and he was out all season. It's good to see him back on the field and producing. Now we're going to move ahead to the 2nd quarter in a tied ball game. Our offense has gotten a little stagnant, but hey, that's what happens when you face really good defenses. And so now we get that one out to Wingo, using his speed and the spin. He gets that one down to about the 17-yard line. And that's one thing we're going to have to look to do as we develop this team is really work on our playbook. This is just the base Texas playbook right now, but I want to see how we can use it and kind of come up with some of our own plays going forward. I think we're going to have to really kind of grow as a coach and to help out this offense. And hopefully Manning, who will stay for at least our 2-year contract we have, hopefully help him become the kind of player he can be. Now on 2nd and 12, they do bring a blitz and a good job to find the quick outlet, although it did look like he had more open over the middle. But hey, quick decisions. May not have been the right one, but it didn't hurt us too bad, and that's 3rd and 4. So a tied 7-7 game, 3rd down at the 11. Manning's got that one in his hands, fires that over to the right side. He's going to hit Mosley coming across, and he makes a catch and is brought down. Is that Elliott Mosley, I think, or Ethan Mosley? Trying to remember his name there. Something Mosley. And he gets brought down at about the 2-yard line, making it 1st and goal. So Manning in the goal-to-go situation again. Hands that one. No, it's going to be an option. Keeper lowers his shoulder. And, man, he may have run over people in high school. You would have thought after seeing some of those hits he took against A&M and Georgia last year, he may not be trying that too much, and especially since he looked like in a lot of pain on that one. So 2nd and goal, and this time he hands that one off to Wisner, who punches it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Quintravion Wisner punches that one in, and he is definitely kind of a more power back. He I think, earned his spot last season when he filled in. I mean, okay, he had a couple big fumbles, let's face it. The one against Oklahoma, which thankfully didn't hurt us as we were able to recover in the end zone. So he does have a habit of fumbling every now and then. But, hey, he's really earned his stripes, I think. Now we're going to move on up to halftime at a score of 14-10. So the Buckeyes do come back and put a touchdown or a field goal on us. And if you look, we have more passing yards and so we're outgaining them in yardage. But overall, it's still fairly even kind of teams. I mean, we are the number 1 and number 3 ranked teams playing. With us being number 1, the Buckeyes being number 3, so that is to be kind of expected. But still, it's a pretty dang close, even matchup game, especially in the rain. Now here in the 3rd quarter, hand that one off to Wisner, and the Buckeyes read it. We are going to have to work on our run game, and I don't know if it's going to be something like these RPOs so much, but I think we might need to start mixing in some option, also some quick hitters. I really hate the delayed run games. I want to start putting in some quick hitters here for our offense. Now Manning drops back and fires that one over to Wisner over the middle. And Wisner is going to go down injured right now. That's not good to see. I mean, we've got a stable of backs, don't get me wrong, but, man, you hate to see him go down like that. And it looks like a wound to his chest. That's not good. So Wisner will come out, and C.J. Baxter will come in. It's good that you have C.J. Baxter as a backup. Manning claps his hands from the pistol, hands that one to Baxter, turns it up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on that 3rd and 1. And that will give us a 1st down. Muscle cramps is what they said Wisner's going to be out for. So we'll see. They should be able to come back in. I'm just not sure how long he's going to be out for right now. So 1st and 10, just over 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. The opening drive of the second half for the Longhorns. Hands that one off to back. Breaking tackles, and Baxter pushing it forward, proving he too can be the physical back, not just the quick back. As he fights off some and picks up 9 yards on that one. And that's going to make it 2nd and 1 for this Longhorn offense. So 2nd and 1, we got 2 receivers to the left side with Wingo in the slot left, 2 backs in. Gibson runs out to the right. Manning draws back and tries to throw that one away. Little play action. I don't know what he was thinking, but man, that blitz got there fast. The pressure got there pretty quick. We're going to have to keep a handle on that. So 3rd and 1, Moore and Wingo wide left and right. Moore comes in. It's going to be a jet sweep. No, it's a fake up the middle as we get that one to Baxter. Looked like the jet sweep was coming, but nope. Just bypass Moore and got it to Baxter, who's going to pick up the first down. And good thing he's got enough acceleration speed to get past that defender who came through pretty much unblocked. So 1st and 10 now, as we're going to send that. Someone Mosley was in motion, hand that one off to Baxter on the RPO. And well played by the Buckeyes defense. And that's one thing we're going to have to watch out for. And probably, like I said, make additions to our playbook. Check out some RPOs and keep others in just because it looks like the Buckeyes are already getting used to kind of seeing those sweep RPOs put in. And you see Manning will get brought down with a sack as we will lose, what is that, a right guard, I believe. The right guard goes down, and that's not good. That is not going to be good, especially when you're left with a 3rd and 14 from the 32-yard line. You need to get some yardage at least to try to be in field goal range. So Manning from the shotgun has the snap, fires it deep for the speedster. Wingo at the back corner, and he's caught it. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby, what a throw and what a catch by Wingo as he got not 1 but 2 feet down in the end zone. That's a touchdown in the NFL also. And, I mean, the throw was pinpoint. Look at the spiral he puts on it. That was a hell of a throw by Manning and an almost even better catch there by Wingo in that back corner. And that's going to extend our lead to 21-10. Now, as the fourth quarter gets started, of course the Buckeyes had to score because why wouldn't they? And it's now going to be 21-18 because they did go for 2. So it's back to a field goal game. That's lovely. Let's try to keep them close instead of putting them down and out. You know what I'm saying? So here at the start of the fourth quarter, we are on the plus side of the field at the 46-yard line. Looking to kind of change stuff up. I think now we need to work on the clock management, really the physicality. You need to be able to take over a game, and this is where you try to do it as we hand that one to Baxter, and he only picks up 2 yards. That's not all that great. Baxter's got 17 yards on 7 attempts. He did have the touchdown earlier today, but still. 7 rushes, 17, not the greatest stat line right there. So 2nd and 8. Hand that one off to Baxter. Again, he's got a little hole open, and this time shimmies his way up to the 32-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10 Longhorns. We just now crossed the 50-yard rushing mark on the day. We're going to have to work on that, especially as we get into conference play in the SEC. So 1st and 10. Manning rolls to the left side, chunks that one up, and it's going to be caught by Washington. Oh, man, Jordan Washington, great catch in traffic. I mean, for a kid who doesn't really play all that much as our backup tight end and normally used for blocking situations, he came through big time on that one. So 1st and 10 Horns as Moore goes in motion. Jet sweep over to him. Turns it up, and Moore is going to pick up about 5 yards. But that does put us in the red zone. And hopefully, last season in real life there were some struggles in the red zone. So as long as we can turn that around in the video game, it's going to make our lives that much easier for the offense and the defense as well. So 12 and a half minutes to go. We fired it over to, oh man, why did we go for a tight end? I think we had more wide open coming across the middle. I just really did not see him. I guess we were eyeing injuries the whole time, and we fired it over to him. Thankfully, he did make the catch. It is 3rd and 4 now instead of 2nd and 10. So from the shotgun, Manning's got it once again. Drops that one off for Baxter out of the backfield, who makes a little bit of cut, but not much space after the catch. He is brought down at the 8-yard line, but enough for a 1st down, so 1st and goal Longhorns. One thing I do like about seeing this offense is we are able to get the movement when we needed it and absolutely had to have it so far. And on the 1st and goal, they hand it off to Baxter to pick up 3 yards on that run. He's now got 32 yards on the day this afternoon. Neither team really running it that well. Kind of really shows you how good these defenses truly are. So 2nd and goal. Manning sends Wingo in motion. Has the snap. Quick throw to Wingo on the left side. He's got it and walks it in. Touchdown, Texas. And that's what this playbook can do for you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As it gets guys out in the open with the speed. And one thing Texas has plenty of is speed. I mean, my goodness. It's good to see those plays like that. We haven't gotten Wingo out on the outside too much, but we're going to have to try to work those in a little bit more. Now still leading by 10, we have an opportunity to actually extend this lead. From the pistol with a 1st and 10, Manning hands that one to Baxter, cuts it up the middle, nowhere to go. Now, this is what I was talking about. This defense is no joke for the Buckeyes. I know they lost guys like Jack Sawyer and all that, but they are still no joke to be messing with. On 2nd and 10 now, we hand that one off to Baxter going left, and he's going to get away. The defender did, and he gets brought down for a loss of 2. So 57 rushing yards total on the day so far with just 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Now Manning with 2 tight ends on this one has the snap. Pressure gets there as he throws it. He hits Gibson. What a catch by Gibson coming out of the backfield on the wheel route. He made that catch, and man, he was brought down shy, so he did punt it away. And, of course, as you can tell, the Buckeyes scored. So it's back to a 3-point ball game. And so this is something we have to do. And I think if you watched the Longhorns last season, especially kind of around the playoff time, it wasn't so much we didn't shut teams down. And that's what we have to do. We have to be able to get to that 2-minute warning and get to a point where we can kneel it out. If we give them the ball back, God knows what's going to happen at that point. So needing to get a 1st down, we send Mosley in motion. Manning hands that one off to Baxter, going off left guard and not a whole lot of space. He does pick up about 3 yards. It looked like they may give him 4, and they are going to give him 4 yards. Baxter a little slow to get up on that one. I mean, as you can tell by his wear and tear, he's taking kind of a beating today. We do still lead by 3. The Buckeyes use their 2nd timeout, though. So, I mean, they have one more left, 3rd and 1. You can only imagine they're probably going to use it after this play, regardless 1st down or not. But Manning from the pistol hands that one off to Baxter. We've got the hole open. Good blocking this time as Baxter zigzags his way up the middle and picks up a 1st down. 16 carries for 50 yards on the day. About 3 yards per carry, pretty much. And that's going to get us to a 1st and 10. Now with just over 2 minutes to go, look to put Gibson in. Baxter's taking kind of a beating so far. Although I haven't really figured out how to do this completely at this point in the game. I've got a little bit better on the quick subs like that. So just in case anybody is curious, it's not anything special. Once you select the player you want to take out, or then move it to the player you want in, just hit the circle button if you're on PlayStation and back out of it. That's all you got to do. As you see, Gibson is in now. This is kind of where I started to figure that one out. Now on 2nd and 5 as we get the jet sweep over to Wingo once more, pushing forward, and he will get brought down for a 1st and 10, and that would do it, ladies and gentlemen. That would do it. We will kneel it out down Arch Manning, his first season starting. Not his first start. He played 4 games last season, so he's got a little bit of tenure in him. But his first true time truly as a leader of this offense. He throws for 341 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was by no means a perfect game that he had. Sure, you can look at his completion percentage and go, well, that's a high. But you got to no. There's editing. I didn't show you the interception he threw. It happens. So, He played well, and that's what we wanted to see. Like I said, we're going to be making adjustments to our playbook as we get ready, probably around after the next episode. So probably right as we get to around conference play, you're gonna start seeing a really flushed out playbook for us, and I think it's going to make things a lot better. So after that game, you saw so many of our players have us as number one. So many of them. Here's the thing, though. We still have, out of the 900 hours we were given every week, we have 0 because I have used so much of them to try to get some of these top guys in the country. Now, Austin Dieter, we are still second on him, but if you notice, we're closer. We are still second, but we are closer. Now, here comes Jaleel Redwine, and if you ever wonder, I think if you wonder what that blue or what those red dots are in the recruiting, it's to indicate you basically have like 2 check marks and stuff on their checklist, so you can start looking at doing the sway, soft sell, hard sell, really increase your chances of it having a positive effect. And you see that so much, so that we're going to go ahead and put one of these hard sell on for Jaleel Redwine. He is a 5-star receiver. If we can get him early, that'll free up his points, and it also marks us for a top quality athlete. So now looking at Malachi Tranquil, he is in his top 5. Now we have the send the house thing going for him right now. If you notice, his visit is only worth 10 because I think it is also done by that. The visit cost is done by their location proximity to you. So since he's only 10, or since he's from Houston, it's only a 10 cost to us. So I'm going to get him in early, and hopefully a game that we can smash somebody as we put him to visit us during the UTEP game. And man, if you can put on a beating in front of your home crowd and get one of these top recruits there for it, that's going to make your life that much easier. So I removed this in the house, and I'm starting to look at, all right, what all can we add for them? So I go the route of adding the 3 to the contact, family, DM, and social media search. Not that I need to know what his check marks are. I want to see the impact. Because you see the influence in that top right by the hours spent on the player, like 25 out of 50. Friends and family is +4. You see that influence, but I still question, is a send the house that much better than going with the 3, the DM, the contact, friends and family, and the search social media, because they each carry their own. And while sometimes it may seem like it adds up to the send the house total, like the 5 or 5.5 to 6, I just want to see what kind of effect it actually does have, because if it adds up to the same, then what would it matter? So I'm going to continue on down the list here. In Costanzo, we haven't spit any points on him because we don't really have any. Now you're starting to see Ole Miss has actually spent some points on him. Colorado's definitely doing that. I'm still not. I want to see if we can't keep him just based off performance alone. But I do realize we're going to have to do it at some point, like we just are. Gil Atagwe, George Wood, Clemson is really taking over. I mean, he's a North Carolina kid, so I can't blame him all that much. We are second. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep him before he either boots us or decides to join us. It is going to be kind of a race to the finish line right there. Kevin Barnes, we're going to go ahead and kind of change his stuff up out of Norco, California. We're going to go some contact your friends and family, and then I'm going to go with a soft sell. We have his 3 check marks already. So let me see what a soft sell does. We're already number 1 in his top 5. Maybe we can squeeze something in and actually get him to go ahead and commit over to us a little bit earlier, see how that works out. So doing a soft sell plus an additional contact, such as friends and family, that might be able to give us that little boost we need to truly get separation and to go ahead and get kind of a commitment from him. Plus Costanza, it frees us up for 5 points. Changing that up. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add 5. I don't know if it's going to have an impact right now. I'm hoping he hangs on long enough for us to, once we get some guys actually committing, I can then go ahead and pour some points in them, but we're going to have to kind of see. As we take a look, that's going to kind of complete the recruiting scheme that we've got going. Still, all hours being used, so we're going to have to get kind of creative, especially with guys that have visits. His visit is 25 points, or 25 hours, from Elkhart, Indiana. So I'm going to remove and I'm going to see how well this strategy works. Remove the send that house, spend the cost for the visit, and then let's see what else we can do. Now, what's funny is you take a look at their deal breaker, and if you have it, it may not be checked on the list because we may not technically know that yet. But if that's what their deal breaker is, you can go on ahead and select it. Odds are it's going to be a check mark on there. I don't think I've ever seen one where a deal breaker was not a check mark. So keep that in mind as you're doing your recruiting. Now for game number 2, our home opener here underneath the orange lights of Austin, as we are getting set to take on the beastly, the dominating San Jose State Spartans. I think they're the Spartans. San Jose State Spartans, as they are just a powerhouse out of the Mountain West right now. They will be going to the Pac-12, if I'm not mistaken, next season, I think, with the whole realignment. So they are going to be a Pac-12 team. Give them their credit, as their credit is due, but that's next season. This season, they are Mountain West Spartans, and it is our job to show them they do not belong in our city. So let's go ahead and jump into this game here on our opening drive as we send Baxter in motion. And a quick throw out to Wingo on the right side. He's got space at the 40. Spins around one guy and is brought down at about the 30-yard line. That's going to be about a gain of close to 24 yards on that one play on a little swing pass to Wingo. Now, back-to-back rain games, we got to be careful because I don't think they put in the same impact like they claim EA did for their Madden game with weather impacts. But I've always felt like maybe it's just the way I play it personally, because I do change how I play things a lot during rain games because I want to believe that it hasn't had an impact previously. Maybe it doesn't, and I just still kind of change it mentally without thinking about it, how I run my offense. But I like to think it still has an impact on how things shape out. So on the next play is going to be the option keeper. Manning got space at the 10. Moore, if he had just held his block, Manning could have taken that one in. But instead he's brought down after 24 yards himself, getting down to the 5-yard line. And that's the athleticism that we saw. That's the athleticism that brings back flashes of Steelman and the South Texas Big River University Cowboys taking it to the Big 12. And now he's here coaching, and Manning trying to punch this one in on a 1st and goal. As he sends Wingo in motion, has the snap, quick throw to the right side, and a piss-poor throw that was. Manning, he's got the arm. Just toss it to that stupid pylon. Let Wingo go get it. Trust your receiver a little bit, buddy. But, hey, live and learn. Play didn't really hurt us. It just got us to the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, hand that one off to Wisner up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and touchdown Longhorns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Trey Wisner powers that one in. Says, you may be a Spartan, but you ain't ever faced a Longhorn. And that is a fierce touchdown by him. Physical touchdown. Gotta love seeing him take on the defender and then just lower his shoulder into the end zone. Now, San Jose State would come and put a field goal up, so I don't like seeing that. So here we are at the end of the first quarter, needing to kind of put our foot down a little bit more. As we hand that one off to Wisner, he picks up just about 3 yards. He's got 24 yards on only 5 carries so far this evening, as this is a primetime Saturday night game. So 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if they're going to get the snap off. Coming out in their little full house formation, more wide left. As we look and need to kind of change out some of the running backs here in this situation. But Gibson goes in motion, has the snap. Play action, rolls out to his right side, nowhere to go. Manning takes off and is brought down quickly after a gain of only 2 yards. I mean, I know they're not the big hitters that we're going to see out of the Buckeyes, out of Georgia, out of some of the other SEC, Florida, out of the SEC teams we're playing. But God, I hate seeing Manning take those hits. I'm not going to lie, I really do. I mean, I know he's a tough kid, but Jesus, that ain't going to last forever. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that'll be interesting to look. Seeing the wear and tear system that they have going, maybe we do end up having to put them in again or pull them out for later on. Who knows? We're going to have to see how that works as this season progresses. Now on a 3rd and 5, gets a jet sweep to Mosley. Nowhere to go. He fights forward and he picks up only a yard. Now on 4th and 4, the offense is staying out. They are not going to be punting. I mean, who the hell would let the Spartans make you punt? 4th and 4, Manning from the shotgun. Blitz comes, fires it to the left side, hits injuries, his tight end. He becoming old reliable just like, oh, but now he's hurt. Okay. He was becoming old reliable, just like Longhorn tight ends of the past. But now he's going to be hurt. Looks like a little arm injury right there. Probably took a pretty good shot going down to the turf since it is a left arm. Nope, that's right where he got hit the left shoulder. So that's still going to make it 1st and 10, though, as we're going to be in a 3-receiver set. Moore from the left to right in motion. Manning has it. Quick swing pass out to Moore on the right side. He's got it at the 25. Breaks tackles. Fighting forward and brought down at the 20-yard line. Just at the boundary of the red zone. So still leading 7-3 here in the second quarter. And I don't know if it's just the lower opponent and we're kind of starting to play down to them, or if it is the weather, but something is going on and we need to pick up our pace. Manning on a play action. 1st and 10. In the pocket. Takes off to the right side. They got a spy chasing him and they're going to bring him down. Oh, Manning, not only did he scramble to the short side, but we saw the spy and didn't even get rid of it. And now he's lost a yard and got sacked. So 2nd and 11 here, just about 13 minutes ago in the third quarter. Manning has it in his hands once more, fires it over the middle. He's going to hit Mosley, and he drops it, because so did the defender, Emmett Mosley. Manning hit Mosley, the defender hit Mosley, and no one caught the ball. Therefore, it's incomplete. 3rd and 11 now. Manning has it in his hand. Quick throw to Wingo, and that one's batted down by the linebacker. Oh, he's got to lift that up over him. He's got to layer that ball in. But that's going to bring in our field goal kicker either way. And this is going to be about a 37-yard field goal. Boot ball right down the middle. As that one is going to put points on the board at least. For the love of God, as it's 10-3, we still lead by 1 score into the second quarter. Now, after getting a stop on defense, here we come back on the offensive side as we swing that one out to Wingo on the right side. Tiptoes down the sideline before finally stepping out at the 28-yard line. Wingo gets his 4th catch. He's got 43 yards so far tonight. So 1st and 10, under 10 minutes to go in the second. Manning claps his hands. Sends Mosley in motion, has the snapping, fires over. He's going to hit Wingo once more, coming across the field, reaching forward, and Wingo's going to pick up the 1st down at the 18. Inside the red zone, ladies and gentlemen, it is red zone football here in Austin. Manning going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide set. As he's got it, play action. Manning nowhere to go, but fires it late, hits Moore wide open. Touchdown Longhorns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And that's the arm strength of Manning right there. That's why we wanted to coach this kid, is to see that kind of arm strength on a deep crossing pattern, to not only just throw it on a rope, but throw it perfectly. Led Moore beautifully on a rope. And, I mean, beautiful space. I mean, Moore that play could have started back at our own 10-yard line. No one was going to catch Moore. But so he does punch that one in. That's going to extend our lead now to 2 scores. So here in a 2-minute offense, let's see what they can do, this offense, how well we've got them geared up as Mosley makes that catch and does pick up the 1st down. So 1st and 10, 1:50 remaining. Manning hands that one off to the left side to Wisner, cuts it up the middle there, stiff arming his way forward, and Wisner picks up 8 yards. Even though they went with the man defense, didn't really see that run coming at him, I guess. So 1.5 minutes, 2nd and 2, keeping them spread out wide as Manning has it in his hands. Quick throw over the middle, it hits Moore. Got the 1st and 10, which the good part about that in college, it stops the clock temporarily till the chains are set. So going no huddle. Manning has the snap, drops off the screen pass to Wisner, being chased, and Wisner gets brought down from behind. Defensive back that had come in, it looked like on the blitz maybe, didn't get fooled, and he chased Wisner down. So 1 minute to go as we are at the 30-yard line here, 2nd and 7. Manning faces a blitz, fires it late. He's going to hit backs, or no, that's Wisner coming out of the backfield as he makes a catch and is brought down at the 11-yard line. Thought we had subbed him out. I guess we chose not to. And so Wisner, his second catch of the day. Now he's got 22 yards in total, and that sets us up with the 1st and 10. One thing I also noticed, even though I have accelerated clock on, when you're under the 2 minutes, that accelerated clock does not mean jack squat. Although it also doesn't mean jack squat whenever you throw an incomplete pass. The clock will stop either way. Just like that one. 44 seconds to go now in the first half. Manning has it in his hands. Quick fires over the middle, looking for Wingo again, and the defense collapsed. Somehow, I don't think they got their hand on it all that well, but somehow they were able to stop the pass. Now 3rd and 10 here. Manning's got it in his hands once more. Steps up. He's going to take off, and the spy is going to hit him and bring him down. We've got to get better at that in locating those spies and seeing that and kind of using that to Manning's advantage. So Shipley, Mason Shipley, our transfer kicker that we brought in, squeezes that one in. Boot ball. Squeezed in between the right upright. That one goes in, and that's going to give us a 20-3 lead here at halftime. Now, 20-3 is pretty bad, right? It really is. So now here in the second half, we've got to make something happen at least. So Manning hands that one off to Baxter, and that goes nowhere. Not working so well for right now. So after a solid game in the first game, we're struggling here in the second against San Jose, and we are at home. Gotta love it. 2nd and 11 now. Manning, pressure got there. Oh, my God. I think that was Hudson was supposed to be blocking him. Just let him right by him. Yeah, look at that. Hudson just got bull rushed by a linebacker even. Maybe that was a defensive tackle, but that's embarrassing. So 3rd and 11 here. Manning has it. Pressure comes. He escapes out to the left side, has space in front, and he fumbles it. He tried to – oh, my God. I wanted to hit the slide button. I hit it way too late, and he got walloped and fumbled, so that's great. So now here comes our next offensive possession after we stop them from scoring. Manning throws that one on the run. He's got pretty good accuracy there. And it's a pretty good throw and catch on the move with pressure in his face. But you got to remember, he is still just a redshirt sophomore quarterback, and this is his first season as the team leader. So 2nd and 2. With 2 backs in the backfield. Simon, a freshman recruit, has it, and he gets it out to Simon on the swing pass, and he gets pushing forward, gets a first down, but is brought down at the 7. Good to see him getting the freshman in it. Maybe that way some of these guys aren't going to want to transfer on us, because there are a lot of them that do. I think around 17, give or take. So 1st and goal now. Manning has it in his hand. Quick throw to the left side. We tried to have a pick play over there, and it looks like the receivers picked themselves. And that one almost resulted in an interception. So 2nd and goal now. 3 receivers set. As we send Mosley in motion, Manning has it. Blitz comes. Fires it late, and that's going to be intercepted. They jumped in front of that one looking for more. Back-to-back turnovers scar the third quarter for us. And hopefully we can just get out of here without a third one. Our defense has done its job, but then again, once it is San Jose State, so how tough is it we're really asking them? As Manning drops that pass off to injuries, and he's looking like he's going to become one of the premier contacts for Manning. I mean, he's a great bailout reception. He's got speed. He's got the hands. So I think we're going to have to work on developing that relationship a little bit. So third quarter is coming to a close. I don't know if we're going to get this snap off or not, and we do as we hand that one off to Wisner left side. Gets around the edge, makes a cut, and is brought down for about 4-yard gain. He runs about 15 to 20 to pick up 4 on that one. So the third quarter does come to a close. We still lead 20-3. We were scoreless in the third quarter. Granted, 2 turnovers will do that to you, but still, as an offense, we've got to be better. We are slacking on this one. And that's one thing I mentioned, like with changing the playbook. I've got to get my own playbook going. Mixing a lot of these plays with the motion and the RPOs and stuff, but I think right now within the game, it relies too much on them. And the way the AI is set up, they are making adjustments. I think you can kind of tell with as often as we run these plays. So we hand that one off to Wisner. We hardly ever run right up the middle. The defense wasn't ready for it. Wisner, 64 yards on 13 carries. But I think we're going to have to get a little bit more with our playbook going, so we have a lot more options really coming into the first, second, and third downs. First and goal from the 7. Manning. He's going to keep that on the option. He gets hit, almost gets in. Oh, he got to the 1. Manning looking for his first rushing touchdown of the season. He almost got in there, but that's going to make it second and goal from the 1. 14 minutes to go in the ball game, leading by 17. Here we come with the big fellers, the hog mollies, the big boys on the field. Baxter in the backfield. Manning hands it off to Baxter, and he walks it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I do love the presentation with the light show. I'll give him that. EA, well done on that one. To put that in. You know, normally it is a little bit more colored and the show's a little bit more showy, but give credit where credit is due right there. And the teams that do have the light shows on the touchdowns and stuff, it's good to see. So our defense does get a stop and we get the ball right back. So 27-3 now. And so Manning on 1st and 10 has the snap. Blitz comes, fires it over the middle. Hits Wisner wide open. He's got nowhere in front of him. 10-5, touchdown Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And just like that, we strike again. Now we're starting to feel it, boys. Now we're starting to get on a roll. Hitting Wisner coming out of the backfield on that little Texas route, matched up with a linebacker. Actually, that's a safety, but who the hell is a safety going to cover Wisner? I think not. And then just came a foot race, and Wisner won that one for sure. So now second, a little later in the fourth quarter, our offense is going to be exploding here in the fourth. Manning on 2nd and 2. Quick throw to Wingo. Let's get him a touchdown. Let's just start getting everybody touchdowns. And, I mean, we do go off and start looking like the number 1 team in the country playing San Jose State. It took us a while, though. It really did. And it's one of those things that it's just going to have to get used to. This is only my second game to be played in college football. So take it for what it is. We got to get used to it. We're going to get better at it. And even now, you know, immediately we just started clicking all on offense. Injuries gives Manning a block. He takes that one in himself. That's what I'm telling you. Look at the way we're playing now compared to the first half of this game. I mean, there's no contest. These are two different teams, basically, is what you're looking at. And we really came through in this one. Now, while we get some of these touchdown highlights going, I do just want to remind y'all, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Definitely give us a thumbs up if you're excited for the season. You're loving how the Longhorns are 2-0. You're excited for your team, excited for the game. Not much longer before real football kicks off, everybody. And definitely give us a thumbs up for that. And hit the little bell icon to be notified of all the Champ and Sons content with college football. We are going to be doing a Road to Glory, and that's going to fall into the Madden, as we do a franchise with Madden and a Superstar there as well. So a lot of stuff happening with the channel. Guys, stay tuned for it. And look at our recruiting. Dieter still has us at second. You ingrate. Dieter does, but Nix has got us first. Block has got us, and Block is someone I really do want as a halfback. Let's try to get some of that talent dropped in here. Block, and now Wood has moved us up into first. So a lot of different things happening, all right? You don't know what's going to happen on the recruiting show. We just got to keep at it and got to keep winning primarily. And we're going to start that in the next episode, everybody, as we stay home for UTEP and Sam Houston State. So I will see y'all in that episode. So as always, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.